What is your view on the implementation of a no-fly zone over Ukraine?
Well, it's a very complicated topic. As long as we are all afraid that Russian will use this opportunity as the one where they will start to speak about NATO or Russia fight. And we all know that this could lead even to nuclear catastrophe. So hopefully this will not be a case. Let's use all the other possibilities. But I understand our Ukrainian friends that they are calling very, very vocally. But we need to understand altogether that there are some red lines also for us. And I'm very much afraid that we can't help direct way to our Ukrainian friends with this way.
Absolutely. It's difficult for EU member states, NATO member states, to balance, of course, the needs of the Ukrainian people at the moment, as well as their own security and safety as well. We're going to be speaking about that a little later this hour with actually the former Prime Minister of Finland as well. But I just want to speak to you. I know it's hard to predict at the moment the way this conflict is going to unfold because it's happened in such a shocking manner for most of the rest of the world. But what are your major concerns with what might happen in the coming week?
Well, first of all, civilian situations. This is a really complicated topic. As long as we are listening to very tough stories every single day, hundreds and thousands of people coming to Slovakia and speaking about the situation in Ukraine, it's very tough for us because it's very nearby for us. And of course, we are all afraid what will happen if there will be a siege of Kiev. That will be a very complicated situation also, again, because of the humanitarian crisis over there, but not only, also from the army point of view. And what's the main concern here in eastern flank of the NATO is that this situation could last for weeks or months, and that will be very, very complicated. And this first million of Ukrainians refugees will be just the beginning of even more critical humanitarian crisis in this part of the world, which of course affect us also economically.
Absolutely. And just finally, so many people, when they're seeing the images coming out of Ukraine at the moment, are wondering how they can help. And I want to ask you that from a government, but also a citizen level. How can people best help Ukraine right now?
Well, first wave of refugees coming to Poland, Slovakia, Hungary and Romania was quite more or less acceptable, and we were ready for that. But if this will continue, of course, there will be a call to our allies and friends to help us. So this could be one of the first possibilities to help. Another one, of course, is humanitarian aid. If there is anything we can provide to our Ukrainian friends, I mean, all together, NATO and EU, let's do that together as soon as it gets. And, of course, military supplies. Our Ukrainian friends need that as much as it gets now. So if there is any chance to discuss these possibilities in UK,